Cameron Dicker, the kicker from the LA Chargers. Thanks for joining us, man.
Of course.
What is this? What is this like when you kick your 100th field goal attempt? You qualify in the all-time kicking statistical world. You're the number one field goal accuracy kicker of all time. What's that like walking around with that label?
It's sweet. I think first thing, it's a blessing, obviously, to be in that position. I've had smart coaches that have put me out for the right kicks. Haven't been pushed into things that are uncomfortable. And then having arguably what I think is the best unit in the NFL makes my life real easy. But hopefully I have a lot more kicks left. So it's like just a start.
You're a character. I see all your Charger
we have a good time.
Social media things. You become one of the most marketable Chargers that they have. What's that like being a kicker?
It's pretty fun. It's fun. They do a good job of, I always say they laugh with us and not at us at the social media team. I think there's a big difference with that. And so we do a lot of fun, random, dumb ideas, but people love it online.
We usually get the quarterbacks, we get the skill guys, the guys that are out there playing. It's the first time we've really had a kicker. But you're really not a normal kicker. I want to hear about your journey a little bit.
Yep.
You're at Texas. We got this kick. Show them that kick against Oklahoma.
The best.
I mean, this is a game winner. You're a freshman, right?
Yeah. What is this, week 6? Yeah.
Week 6, the Red River Classic. You make this kick, you win this game. What'd you do after the game after winning the Red River Classic?
It was the McGregor-Khabib fight. We just went and watched that in a dorm, me and another freshman. I didn't drink, so we just went back, me and the punter, and just hung out, ate a pizza. It was kind of funny.
What's funny about you is your journey, man. Yeah. I go through it. I would assume you'd been drafted. You'd have been coddled along. Your journey after a great career at Texas.
Yep.
It's unbelievable. I mean, you're with the Rams. The Rams really don't have a kicker right now. They release you after being undrafted. I think you went to the Ravens. Then you go to the Eagles. You get signed by the Chargers in November. You wake up, you go out and you kick a field goal to beat the Falcons. And all of a sudden, here's Dicker the kicker. Can you just reflect on the mental toughness that it takes for a kicker to make it in this league?
Yeah, I think it's hard at the end of the day for a lot of guys, but in the specialist world, there's one position, right? Guys, coaches, GMs don't want to keep a guy on practice squad as a specialist because they know we're kind of always ready at home. We're getting the reps in. So being at home, literally having a suitcase packed every single day in case the phone gets called. And then it did, and it was awesome. I showed up to the Ravens, Ravens after the Rams. I was there for a single day, got a $250 check for the preseason game. And I was like, yes, we made it. And so that was my funny start to the NFL. And then the Eagles showed up, got the NFC Special Teams Player of the Week. And I was like, this is sweet.
How the hell does a kicker that is the all-time most accurate guy get cut and cut and cut? How's that possible? Were you struggling?
No, right spot at the right time. Matt Gay just came off Pro Bowl year at the Rams. And so they didn't really need me there. I was punting as well. So did pretty good my senior year of college punting. And then they had me doing both. Didn't end up needing me numbers-wise, let me go. And then when the Eagles took me, they had Jake Elliott, who's one of the best in the business, and he was hurt. And so when he came back, here you go.
I love pressure. You know, I love people that can perform at high levels under pressure. I used to say you either feel pressure or you apply it. How do you handle standing on the sideline? You don't really know when you're going to be called upon.
Oh, yeah.
But what's your viewpoint on pressure in your world?
I love it. It's what I ask for, right? So as I'd say, basically as a quarterback and as a kicker, you're in the position where you ask for that moment. You want to be in the moment where it's the game-winning drive. When we scored a touchdown on the game-winning drive, and I'm like, all right, thanks, guys. I mean, I kind of wanted to do that, but good for you guys. We're winning, so it's huge. But being out there and just like kind of the whole team's on your back, like the whole weight of everything's on you, but understanding for myself that no matter what's going on, I'm loved regardless of what happens. I have family that loves me. I have God who loves me. So it takes that pressure away from me to where I can just go out and enjoy the moment.
You're kind of a free spirit, man. I hear that you swim or something every day or something before practice.
I try to.
Then I
do the sunset swim in the ocean most days. Yeah. Anytime I'm home before sunset, I'll go down and go swim. Training camp, off days, I'll get some swimming in. I got to stay in a little bit.
Shit, I hope you get traded to Buffalo, man. What would you do then?
Boy, I don't know. We'd figure out a hot tub swim.
Yeah.
I'd figure it out. We'd have a good time.
I don't think fans know that you really grew up in Hong Kong, right?
Like Shanghai. So I was born in Hong
Shanghai.
Kong, grew up in Shanghai.
And you speak Chinese?
I used to be fluent. I've lost so much of it.
How would you say spider 2Y banana in Chinese?
Yeah, that's a fantastic question. Yeah.
No idea?
That's a really good question.
I was expecting, a home run there, bro.
That'd be awesome if I knew that.
The process, the process of the field goal. Mm-hmm. There is a snap.
Yep.
And there is a hold.
Yep.
And the kickers I've been around, Daniel Carlson, Sebastian Janikowski, Gramatica, some of you guys are very specific about how you want the ball on the ground.
Yeah.
What is your Cameron Dicker perfect world?
Right there. I mean, it's a slight. So if you're straight up and down, we're going a slight bit towards the holder and then basically straight up and down. Some guys go big time forward and some guys are a little back. I'm pretty much straight up and down, little towards him. At the end of the day, when he puts the ball down, I got to make it. So I just say, if we can get laces out, we're fine. Let's go make a kick.
Gruden Goes Long is presented to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. New customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Minimum minus 500 odds required. Sign up using promo code Gruden. The crown is yours. Now back to the interview. Your soccer background. I mean, that's really what you grew up playing. And then all of a sudden your dad introduces you to football. They put you on the offensive line.
Yeah, it sucked.
For a whole year.
Oh, boy. It was not for me.
What position were you?
Left guard.
You should have played left guard for the Chargers. You guys had enough injuries. Shit.
Had a lot of injuries. I told them I'm always ready. Always ready. So we'll see. Maybe next year.
But your soccer background obviously led to this, right?
Yeah, I think soccer was the big thing. I think playing multiple sports helps any positions, obviously. But for me, being able to run around, I always had the biggest leg on the soccer team. And so kicking just kind of came naturally to me, and then started working with my coach. And he had both of us Pro Bowl kickers in this year. So it was pretty awesome.
I showed you that field goal you hit against Oklahoma to beat them. Have you changed your approach to kicking the football? Speeded it up in the NFL? Have you had to quicken it, or what have you changed?
If I have, it hasn't been anything that I could pinpoint. Probably minor changes every year to where it's where it is now. But everything's basically still the same, which is fun.
I've always wondered, sometimes I see the kicker measure his steps, 2 back, 2 over here, and then it's the perfect step. What is your approach? Can you stand up and show the fans, when you walk out there, what is your approach to kicking the ball?
Right here. Where am I on? There. Right there's good. Good here? Yeah, right there. So I literally, if we're going here,
yep,
I would go a 3 back, so 1, 2, 3, and when I get to the top of the 3, I'm probably another half-foot slide, and then I go 2 over, and then at the top of that second, I'm another inch and a half out.
And you measure it every time?
Yeah, I could do it with my eyes closed and be pretty close every time now. That's something that I always tell kids, when I was training them, and that I've been told growing up was, you want to be able to do this with your eyes closed. You grab tape, put it on the ground, find your exact perfect spot, and you do that over and over again until you can't mess it up.
That's awesome, man.
It's ridiculous.
Your body of work is 38 out of 41. When I was coaching, we had Daniel Carlson. He was just coming into his prime. I mean, he was really feeling it. And I started kicking field goals over 50 yards. Okay. And I always was concerned, we miss this field goal, they get the ball to 43-yard line. I don't want to lose that kind of field position. But when I watch you guys today, you guys are kicking field goals effortlessly. Is it because you're getting the opportunities, or is it because of the protection? I know you can't rush over the center. Yeah. You can't overload. What is the reason behind all these long field goals that we're hitting today we didn't hit 10, 20 years ago?
I think a lot of it is trust in coaches, having specialized snapper holder who they care a lot about what they're doing. That makes our job easy because now I know it's the same thing every time. And then just having the confidence to go out there and do it. I think a lot of guys have been able to do it. It's just like you said, depending on the game, sometimes it does make sense if you're going to punt it. Fans might not like it, but it's a better probability-wise.
Do you like the kickoff rule the way it is now? Yeah,
there's things that need to change, though. And, after penalties, there's nothing that happens with the guys standing at the 40. So that's one that I've been what are we doing here? If we're kicking off from the 50, if you want us to not kick the ball out of bounds so it goes to 25, let everybody move up to the 30 maybe, let guys cover. Or if it's a safety, move everybody back another 10 yards. give the return team an advantage because for us, it's fine.
What is the strike zone that you're hitting for on a kickoff?
The 20-yard line in. So most teams, you want to try to land it probably within the 5-yard line. The hard thing is a ball that's caught at your chest at the 1-yard line means it's 2 yards into the end zone. So some teams, if the guy misjudges it, now he's catching it in the end zone, and you're like, dude, that was a perfect kick. Like, that's exactly what you asked me to do. So I come to the sideline just like, don't know what to tell you. I did great. Like,
the
other guy messed that one up.
You've got 5 tackles in your career on special teams. Now, I want to hear about your favorite tackle and what that's like as a kicker, seeing some badass coming right at you.
Kind of got run over in one of them, and that was pretty funny.
Who was it?
This year in Miami, I didn't expect him to get through. There was like 2 dudes hitting him, and then he just kept running, and I was like, oh. And so I was like, if I slow him down, we're fine. Like, that's my job. So, gosh, what's his name? I think it was number 8.
Make a note of that, Miami Dolphin. Let's get that.
Boy, he got me good.
He did.
I landed on my side, but I had a hand on the ball. I was trying to get it out. So hand on the ball, and that was a pretty fun one. Haven't hit anybody hard. That's what I need to do now.
Harbaugh? Tell me about Coach Harbaugh. I know you've commented on how much you appreciate his genuine approach. He's like a father figure to a lot of you guys. I see him down there bounding on Herbert, hitting him with his face. What does he do with you? Does he say anything to get you fired up?
No, he just comes over and laughs. He always says he wishes he could be as carefree and just having a good time as I am. So he and I have a funny relationship. I try to crack jokes with him during practices. He's walking around and just keep him on his toes. But like you said, he's like your best friend's weird dad who's so loving, but just like the funniest, says the strangest things at times. But it's incredible. We have such a good time.
You've had a lot of changes on your coaching staff.
Oh, yeah.
New offensive coordinator, Coach McDaniel. You got a new defensive coordinator, but you still have your special teams coach.
Yeah.
How close are the Chargers? I know making the playoffs is a signal that you're close.
Yeah.
But do you guys feel like you could be in this game yourselves right now if you're healthy?
100%. I think everybody was a little bit disappointed with how it ended for us. Everybody was really excited because we're able to compete with the best of the best. But that's the same for a lot of teams in this league, right? Everybody's able to compete. But we have probably the most talented quarterback in the NFL throwing wise. The things we get to see every single day, it's like, okay, this is different. And then obviously some big injuries at our tackle positions, which was a bummer for the team, but guys stepped up, did what they needed to do, and got us into the playoffs, and then now we got to figure it out.
When I was coaching the Raiders, we had Sebastian Janikowski. Shane Leckler was our punter. They were great, but they were two. I called them Beavis and Butthead.
Yep.
They used to drive me crazy, and they loved the idea of kicking in Denver because all they heard about was the altitude. So Leckler's trying to punt it out of the stadium. Janikowski's trying to make 70-yarders.
Just smash them.
Is there a stadium that you just go, I fucking love kicking here? Is there one place that you think is the kingdom of kickers?
SoFi is great.
Yeah.
It's a good stadium. Turf's nice. Arizona's really nice. If you get Denver when the field's good and it's sunny and slightly warm, beautiful time. I always play there end of the year. Luckily, it's been like 50 degrees, so it's still nice. But field's usually like sodded up, kind of uneven here and there. So it's like, okay, this is cool, but I don't think it's doing that much altitude.
Every time I'd go out there for pregame, I would see my kickers talking to the other kickers. You guys are like this tight-knit fraternity.
Oh, yeah. Everybody knows everybody.
And this Cam Little guy out there in Jacksonville, he hits a 70-yarder in the preseason. He hit one against my Raiders this year.
I know.
Like 68 yards with plenty to spare.
Yeah.
Who's going to be the first guy to kick it for 70 yards, you think?
Cam or Brandon Aubrey for sure. Those two guys, their coaching staff is just sending them out there for all these, which is good for them, but also hopefully they're not like, oh, he has to make this then. It's still one of those kicks where you're like, dude, if he makes this is incredible. If he doesn't, it's like, all right, whatever. Like, hopefully he gets it through the end zone so there's no return.
Yeah.
But one of those two guys has got to be it.
Last couple things I had is your routine. Some kickers, they're very, what's the word, superstitious.
Yep.
You know, they don't kick on Tuesdays or they got to do this on Thursdays. How needy are you in terms of your schedule, in terms of when you kick during the season?
Yeah, I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious for sure. I think for me, I kick Wednesdays, Thursdays. If we're gonna play on a Saturday if we play Thursday after Sunday, I don't kick during the week, just pregame and go out there and figure it out. If we play Saturday, I'll kick Wednesday, or if it's like moved to a Monday, I'll switch the Wednesday, Thursday to the Thursday, Friday. So I get a couple more days post game. But I kind of just do what I need to. There's nothing too crazy. If my body feels like I need to go in, get some cupping, go do something, I'll go do that. But I do my leg days the same, my last day of kicking. And then, yeah.
Who's in the Cameron Dicker circle? Who are the people that you kind of lean on for motivation, the guys that really help you get through a tough, long season? Your family, are you married?
Girlfriend of 10 years. So we should be married. That's kind of on me.
Yeah.
It's on me, but we're getting there. Trying to figure out ring shopping right now. There's too many options.
But you got to keep it simple, man.
That's the plan.
You drowned in too much thought.
That's the plan.
Just go in there, get the ring, man.
100%.
Get a nice ring. You can afford it now.
Yeah, and say what looks good here. Great, we're gonna go with that. But her for sure. I pray throughout my day. I pray when I'm out on the field. So like going out to kicks, our punter's incredible for us. He was like our team chaplain this year. So we had a game winner against Denver, and I'm literally lining up for the kick. And he just looks up at me smiling and he's like, "Love you." And I was like, this is so great. Like literally everything just washed away from me. And I was like, cool, let's go out there and let's go have a good time. And
does cold weather bother you? Does the shitty weather, like when you go out and play in New England, or?
I mean, not really. We've heated benches. I always say the fans have it way worse than us. I'm sitting on the bench, heated bench. I can go stand at the heater anytime I start feeling a little cold. So I'm like, this is a pretty awesome setup.
Pretty cool, man. Yeah, what's your favorite kick? What's your most memorable, proud moment as a Charger?
Coming in my very first game against the Falcons was pretty cool. Hitting a game winner there. Kind of introducing myself to the team, I'd say. And then Arizona, we ended up losing the game, but I went 5 for 5, started the game off with a 59-yard field goal. I think I had another 50-plus yard field goal in that game. So that was a pretty cool game, too.
The kickers.
Eagles, too.
Yeah,
I can't leave that one out. The Eagles game this year is pretty sick.
That was pretty good, man. Yeah. The kickers, you're kind of like head coaches. At least my kickers were. They would sit in the D-line meeting. They'd go over here and sit with the quarterbacks. I just want to ask you real quick, maybe one sentence on some of these Chargers. My guy number 45, Tuli, whatever his name is. I love that guy, man. What's he like?
Quiet guy, incredible human being. He and I ball out in ping pong all day long. So he is such a monster, but so quiet.
Love watching him play, man. And tell us about your safety from Florida State, Derwin James.
Derwin James.
What is he like as a leader and all that?
The ultimate leader. Pro Bowl. He's the guy doing all the breakouts. I've never seen this dude not with high energy.
Yeah.
So having somebody like that around your building where he is just like the dude, it doesn't matter who's in the building. He's going to get somebody to go to battle with him. And so we have an absolute blast.
I hate him. I absolutely hated that guy. He gave me fits, man. And then your receiver, you got this young kid that I really think has something. The kid from Mississippi, Harris.
Trey Harris?
Yeah.
Incredible. Yeah, he's been fun. Watching him in practice is awesome. He had some times to shine this year. I think he made a big play against Denver this year.
Yeah.
Had a huge catch on the sideline. So he's a very talented individual.
Who is your best friends on the Chargers?
Obviously our snapper, Josh Harris, J.K. Scott. I'd go probably Lad McConkey and our number 10, Justin.
Yeah.
Those are probably the dudes I hang out with the most. Oh, Will Dissly's a dude that keeps everybody happy.
Shit, I thought Dissly was the go-to man last year,
Will
2 years ago.
Yeah,
he was
looked
like Antonio Gates on some of the films. I think he got confused.
And then yeah, life happens. But he's just a dude who's a fun guy to be around every day.
What is something fans don't know about Herbert? Anything?
I mean, everybody thinks he's a super quiet guy, right? Not a quiet guy.
No.
Super fun to be around. Loves talking trash with people. Just a guy's guy.
He might be the toughest sumbitch I've seen. He plays through more injuries.
Insane. The dude wants to win a football game more than anybody in the world. His broken hand this year, then stiff arming the dude in the Eagles game. Everybody on the sideline was like, "Oh my gosh, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
So it's incredible. Yeah, we love him.
So what are you going to do here at the Super Bowl? What are you here doing?
Well, I got a big fun experience on Friday, home gating with TCL. So we're going to be out there watching. I mean, it's TV I use every day. It's my favorite TV to watch games, get myself in the mood on game day. And then so we'll be out there hanging out. So come find me there. And then other than that, we're just vibing,
You're
having a good time.
All right. What do you think about Charger fans here? You know these guys?
Incredible. I know. They're ready. They're ready for a big season this year. We're not going to let them down.
Too many field goals. They're actually getting tired of seeing.
We've had a lot of field
41
goals, right?
field goals. They're like,
it's like 2 years in a row of that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, more touchdowns. But it's field goals are great for me, so I'm not going to complain. But some more touchdowns, we'll have a good time.
Is this rookie running back all they say he
Marion
is?
Hampton,
Yeah.
monster. He's humongous, too. When we all see him, we're like, geez, dude, you're like...
It's hard for me to root for the Chargers. I just got to tell you, but I'm sure rooting for you, man. More field goals, the better. That's what I would say.
More field goals.
Yeah, I do. Thanks for joining me, man.
Of course, I appreciate it.
Big fans.
This was great.
Will you sign something for us for my guys here?
Heck yeah.
Here, we got, I don't know, we've had players draw plays. Can you draw a kick? Is there anything you can draw in there?
Yeah, we'll just draw a ball on the uprights.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. There we go. Bang.
Yeah, how about an autograph?
Incredible.
Dicker the kicker. Your 7th grade teacher gave you that name? Yeah, put that on there. I love it. That's awesome, man. Thank you, brother. Yep. Have a great week down here.
Thank you.